Yeah. Yeah. It's I've already seen a lot of people coming back to Hive asking good questions about it. Obviously this is really well timed with the Dash integrations and onboarding users. So this is our first AMA in 2025. So it's worth it to mention our little victory lap about crossing the 10,000 monthly active user mark.
Yep.
That was honestly a very difficult battle. I was battling that I was fighting that fight for 18 months. And then towards the end of 2024, we finally found something, and essentially the way it looked is we were just continually trying different ways of onboarding new users. And, this is how all marketing works, is that you throw a lot of darts at the dartboard. Some of them work and some of them don't. And I think what worked really well for us was the Dash integration and
Yep.
launching Keystore. Um, so, as soon as we launched Keystore and the Dash partnership went live, we saw a massive influx in accounts being created. And I've seen some people asking, well, are all those accounts active users? And they are obviously not all active users. Some percentage of them are always just going to be, people trying out the new features, people making alt accounts, people trying to abuse the system, especially because we have the referral reward program. So you've got and then you've got real people, obviously making accounts. You've got a very big mix of different people trying to sign up and make accounts. We do have a lot of systems in place to prevent abuse, though. So, those systems have caught a lot of abuse. They've stopped a lot of people from making, a bunch of fake accounts, and whatnot. So the real metric is active users. That's like the key in, our target is monthly active users that we add to the platform. It's not just accounts that we sign up. If we go based on accounts we've signed up, we'd be at, 25, 30,000 for the year of, 2024. So in terms of total accounts signed up, it's a much bigger number. The monthly active users, that we got from those account signups is the more accurate number, and that's what people should focus on. So, it's it's a really great scenario for us where we tried so many things. Then we eventually found, obviously in September, I met Joel from the Dash team at Hive Fest in Croatia, and then
Power of networking.
yeah, it ended up being, a very, very worthwhile trip for me. Because Joel and I kind of sat there. We went, and I told the story a little bit in a recent blog post, but on the Atleo Finance account, if anyone wants to read it. But we or it's in the 2024 recap post, which is like a 25-minute read if anyone wants to go through that. But I met Joel at Hive Fest, and we were talking in the pool hall on the day where everyone did the pool tournament, and we both kind of shared like similar visions the day before in terms of where the crypto industry should be headed. We talked about cross-chain swaps. He has a relationship with the Maya team, so we talked about things like that, kind of bonded over that, and then the next day at the pool hall is when we started saying, why isn't Dash integrated with Hive, and how can we make that happen? And he saw Inleo, and I was showing him, the platform on my phone, and he realized that there's a lot of synergy between Dash, Inleo, and Hive, and I realized that we could potentially onboard their entire community, the entire Dash community, to Hive through Inleo if we had the proper integrations. So Joel and I kind of outlined three things that needed to happen in order to make that a reality. One, they needed to be able to sign up with a Dash account. Two, they needed to be able to earn in Dash. And three, they needed to be able to buy stuff using Dash. So those were kind of like the three key things, the three key pillars of the integration. So we solved that by adding Keystore, which includes Dash. So that's how they sign up and log in. And then we solved the earn in Dash through the same Keystore integration, but by plugging it into Leo Dex. So now, if you actually go to your wallet, there's been a big UI update. You'll see Leo Dex transactions inside of your Inleo.io wallet. So Dash users can now cash out to Dash, and it uses Leo Dex on the back end, but they don't have to leave the Inleo front end to do it. And then the third piece is payments, because if we're going to allow people to cash out in Dash, we also need to allow them to buy stuff in Dash in order to make the economy functional. Otherwise, you just have a one-way street. Everybody cashing out to Dash would be negative pressure on the Leo price. So what we did was we used the same Leo Dex rails to build Leo merchants, which a blog post went out last week about that. But Leo merchants allows any merchant to accept any crypto, and it's settled through the Hive economy through the Leo bridging rails. So it uses Leo Dex to settle any payments. So now you can buy premium. If you go to the premium page, there's a whole new premium. It's literally a whole new premium UI and backend. You can subscribe to premium using any crypto for whether it's monthly or yearly. You can buy it with Bitcoin. You can buy it with Dash. You can buy it with Rune. You can buy it with Cacao, Ethereum, USDC, all these other cryptos. You can use any of them to buy premium, using the Inleo UI. And we created a checkout experience that is very similar to Stripe. So it's super intuitive, super easy to use. If you're signed in with a Keystore, you literally click like two buttons, and then you've bought premium, and it swaps everything on the back end through the Leo Dex rails.